Hello everyone and welcome back to another edition of Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. I am Ben the Bold, and let us go ahead and get started with one of these new naval missions. This time we are doing Battlecruiser versus Dreadnought. In this episode we are going to try to use a heavy battleship, or we are going to try to use a battlecruiser to defeat a heavy battleship. So, let's see what we have. We have $20 million to start with, time limit of 80 minutes. We don't know much about the opposing fleet. I think in this case, I am going to go with enhanced firepower. I think I should probably shouldn't have to worry about my maneuverability. If anything, I might want to bump up my survivability tech, but no, I think I'm just going to go ahead and go with enhanced firepower to help me punch through what I'm anticipating to be pretty heavy armor. Maybe additional funds would be useful as well, but I think for the first try, let's go ahead and do enhanced firepower. This is the battlecruiser that I have designed. I did go ahead and get the biggest guns I could. They are 14-inch guns. We are a British battlecruiser. We have the most advanced towers that we can get. We have two large funnels. Overall, I think it's a good thing we didn't go for the enhanced funds, because I just don't think there was that much more for us to spend our money on that we could have fit on this vessel. The kind of somewhat nervous thing is I don't actually have any secondary guns. I have a couple, like just the 2-inch casemates. They're the only thing that will fit up here on these towers. I can't put like a 6-inch gun up on the main tower. I could have put a 6-inch gun. I actually probably could have put one double turreted 8-inch gun like right here in the middle. I opted not to do that to save just a little bit of weight. Aside from that, I have as fast a reloading as I can get, enhanced range finding. Overall, my turrets are not terrible. I should be firing shots every 41 seconds roughly, so we will see how this goes. Let us go out and try to sink a Dreadnought. This seems to be, at least is going to start out as a truly far-ranged battle. They are firing these shells from very long range. We actually did get a shot off as well. We only have about a 5% chance to hit. There were a couple things that I forgot to mention. We are not super heavily armored. We only have, I think, 5.5 inch 5.5 inch belt armor is our kind of max, and at this point, at this range, belt armor doesn't really do us a ton because of the plunging fire. It's actually our deck. I think our deck is about 2 inches, and our deck extended is 1.5. Either way, we also had to reduce our speed a little bit, but we're still going to be traveling about 28 knots, so that's not terrible. They are kind of getting closer, so let's straighten out our course a little bit and hope that we can get a good shot off at them as well. So we have not identified the ship yet, but just take a look at the number of guns on this thing. What is that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, a 14-gun broadside. This is very impressive. It is an American ship, and they went heavy on the guns, that is for sure. Look at it. Gosh, I love the graphics in this game as this American Dreadnought just kind of meanders by. I can't wait I should build something similar to this, hopefully in one of the new missions. Looking at these side guns is quite awesome. Look at all those barrels. It's just awe-inspiring even. They have actually gotten a couple good hits off on us. We are flooding, which is unfortunate. I do think that the closer we get, the more the battle favors them. I think my guns are a little bit more accurate. You can see the damage that we've taken, but let's now just... Oh! We're going to take some more damage. Ooh, and a fire has started on deck. That is a shame. Let's go and see what kind of damage we've done to them. This is the Dreadnought Idaho, the Idaho class. We also have lit them on fire. They don't have any flooding damage, but we have destroyed one of these main guns. It looks to be that one. It is out of action. So they are 11-inch guns. They still... Oh, we've actually destroyed another main gun. However, it's on the other side of the vessel, so that doesn't really affect us too much unless we can switch sides. And at this range, I doubt we'll be going in behind them or anything. So its top speed is only 17 knots. So I was correct in saying that we were still going to be able to outrun it. I probably actually will try to keep my distance. I think that favors us because our bigger guns should maybe be a little bit more accurate at long range than their 11-inch guns. Let's go ahead and pull off. I did put some torpedoes on the ship. I'm going to just switch that to aggressive. I don't foresee me ever getting in anywhere close enough to actually hit them with a torpedo, but you never know. I think it was probably a waste of money and a waste of tonnage. As the smoke clears and we see the American gunboat, the American Dreadnought, basically this just huge American gun platform, really. We actually just got a message that another one of their main guns has been knocked out, so if we can keep doing that, look at that! That's big. We got 2 great hits there. And the battleship Idaho is on fire and does seem to be taking a lot of damage. I don't think I guess their 7-inch guns are firing at us. We are well out of range of their 3-inch guns. Of course, they are also well out of range of my 2-inch guns. Either way, we're doing a good amount of damage to them, but let's just take a look at the damage they have done to our ship, the Royal Alfred. And they did not get a penetrating hit there, thankfully. We are, as I said, kind of pulling away. I think we have the advantage at distance, so. This is once again the Dreadnought Idaho, and we've actually evened the score a little bit. They are now taking on water, and we've actually knocked out so many of their guns that they no longer necessarily have that big of an advantage, even just in the number of barrels that they have. I think they actually have 2 more barrels than we do at this point, still firing. But either way, we have evened the score quite a bit. I think as long as we stay at range, we should be able to pummel it into submission. In fact, that looked to be a hit, but it actually may have just gone right through the vessel because we did not get a little damage icon. If you look, with those 11-inch guns, they only have a 2.8% chance of hitting us. Meanwhile, if I move my mouse a little bit, and you see, I have an 18% chance of hitting with each of my 14-inch rounds. That's much better, and indeed, did we just get a bouncing shot? There we go. That was a pretty decent hit. At least we were hit along their center line. They're going to fire at us. Hopefully they will miss. We will see. Either way, we, at this point, I feel like are lightly damaged compared to them. Hopefully we can keep their vessel on fire and then send it underwater. I know one good way to put this fire out. Let's sink the vessel. Can't have a fire if the ship's underwater. I think the best thing about these naval missions is I do really feel like I am learning the game, kind of getting prepped for the campaign when it does inevitably come out. I can kind of see how a battlecruiser, because I can have, where a battlecruiser, which was traditionally a ship that had very large guns and could travel very fast, and I can see why it would be so effective. Because, yeah, that Dreadnought is probably, if I closed it, that Dreadnought could probably easily deal with my battlecruiser, but if I can stay at range, if I can stay far away, my guns have a good chance of hitting. I have a better chance of hitting than their guns. And as long as I can outrun them, I'm okay. I know that the traditional idea behind the battlecruiser was that, hey, we were going to build a ship that has big enough guns to sink just about anything, and whatever it can't sink, it's going to be fast enough to run away from. And I think that that's actually a pretty good philosophy here too, whereas we're not going to let them get close enough to sink us. We're just going to keep running away. And when you look at that, it just sank due to structural damage. I didn't even get a good shot of it going down because it just kind of exploded there. But we did successfully complete Battlecruiser versus Dreadnought. It was actually a lot easier than I thought, just enhancing that firepower, making sure we were more accurate than they were, making sure that we stayed far enough away to where we could hold the advantage with our gun accuracy as well as our gun performance. That actually was a pretty easy one. I'm looking forward to the next time, though, because we are actually going to get to design a Dreadnought. We're going to build a Dreadnought, and we're going to destroy an entire small fleet. That means we have to destroy, what? Oh, man, we're going to have to destroy 2 other Dreadnoughts, 2 heavy cruisers, 1 light cruiser, and 2 light cruisers. That's going to be quite an interesting mission. I'm looking to get that out here in the next day or so. I hope you will tune in. If you liked this video, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you want to watch some more of Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, don't forget to subscribe.